Hello friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to explain episode 5 of the new Thai BL series, Love Like a Bike. Please support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. When everyone was busy grilling, Nabnung praised Siloam's cooking. Besides that, Siloam thanked Nabnung for inviting him to Nabnung's family party. To Siloam, Nabnung's family felt very lively. Nabnung replied yes. He then introduced his siblings. There was Tawan, and the man posing over there was Sky, and the youngest was Luxa. Siloam asked why Nabnung and his siblings didn't look alike at all. The truth was revealed that Mrs. Palin had adopted Nabnung and his two siblings since they were young, while Luxa was her biological child. Sky said that the three of them often fought since they were kids. Siloam asked about the man beside Sky, whether he was Sky's boyfriend. Sky said that the person in front of him was Nava, and Nava said that they were just friends. Siloam, who knew that Dindin was a singer, asked if Dindin would sing there. Tawan explained that Dindin was a baker at his cafe. Seeing Lemon and Soda getting closer, James could only smile in annoyance. They all began enjoying the night together. It was seen that Sky and Nava were walking together. Nava shared that he used to have a family like Sky, but now he was all alone. Actually, Nava's father was very funny, and his mother was the kindest person. His father only wanted his child to live happily. But how could life be happy without money? They both got into a car accident. Sky was shocked to hear that. He then said that he could be Nava's family. Nava asked what kind of family he meant. Sky replied, anything Nava wanted. A father figure, someone to trust, a sibling, or even just a friend. Nava then asked, what about being a lover? He wanted to know what it felt like to have a lover. Because all he had done before was work to earn money, and never had any kind of relationship. Nava smiled and asked Sky for a kiss. Sky smiled and kissed Nava. The kiss was sincere, without any cost. Sky kissed Nava again as a lover's kiss, and Nava returned the kiss. Meanwhile, Dindin was busy in the kitchen. Tawan came and asked what he was doing. Was Dindin planning to take leftover food home every day? Dindin simply told Tawan not to be so stingy. Tawan started cooking, and gave the food to Dindin, telling him to give it to his grandmother while it was still warm. Suspicious, Dindin asked why Tawan was being so kind. Still, he accepted the food and thanked him. At Siloam's house, Nabnung asked who Siloam lived with. Siloam said he lived with his father. But his father had many businesses and was rarely home. In truth, his father was never home. Since Siloam returned from America, he rarely saw his father. Like last week, his father was working in Chiang Mai. When he came back, he had to immediately fly to Singapore for a meeting. And now, he was in Hat Yai for another project. Siloam wasn't sure if his father worked so hard to support him, or because he didn't want to see him. Feeling sad, Siloam shared that his family had separated since he was young, and he chose to live with his mother. Maybe his father was still angry because he didn't choose him. But in truth, Siloam never wanted to choose. No matter who he chose, he would still be the one at fault. Realizing this, Siloam cried and apologized for rambling. Nabnung said it was okay. He would always be there for Siloam, listening to everything he said. When Dindin got home, he was shocked to find his grandmother had fainted. He quickly called Tawan to inform him. Dindin and Tawan waited at the hospital. Tawan tried to calm him, reaching out his hand, and Dindin held it. The next day at Mrs. Palin's shop, Nabnung's biological mother came. She wanted to meet her child. Seeing her made Mrs. Palin annoyed. Elsewhere, Sky and Nava were spending time together. Sky received a call from his friend, Pap. Pap asked if Sky was really quitting or staying. He needed to talk to Madame Amy and resolve things. Whether he liked it or not, Sky had to go. He told Nava he would be back soon. Before leaving, he kissed Nava on the cheek. At the club, Madame Amy said that if Sky really wanted to quit, she wouldn't stop him. She hoped he would succeed in everything. Sky thanked her for understanding. However, Madame Amy added that leaving so suddenly put her in a difficult position. A man had ordered 500 drinks and already paid in advance. Since Sky was at the club that night, could he work one last shift for her? She sincerely asked him. Though it was hard, Sky agreed. While accompanying the man asked if it was because of Nava. Knowing the man's feelings for him, Sky thanked him for everything he had done, but explained he no longer had any feelings except as host and customer. The man asked what made him different from Nava. Why did Sky choose Nava? Sky said neither was better than the other. Love didn't need a reason. Knowing it was Sky's last time working, the man asked him to give everything that night. Sky agreed and hugged him. After that, Sky talked to the bartender, who asked if he was sure about quitting, and whether a relationship between a host and a customer could work. Sky said both were human. They just needed to try. Sky then called Nava and said he missed him. He would be home soon. The next day, Nava woke up to a missed call notification from Tanwaran Hospital. He didn't answer it. Sky, who also woke up, asked who had called. Nava said it was just an old friend. Sky gave Nava a morning kiss, and Nava returned it. Sky shared that he had quit his job the night before, and from now on, he would only be Nava's lover. Nava smiled and asked about his plans. Sky said he would rest for now, spend time with Nava, and help with the family cafe. Business hadn't been doing well lately. He also thought about expanding the bike shop. Not just repairs, but turning it into a major hub. Sky then asked about Nava's plans. Nava said he had none. He used to work in production. Hearing that, Sky became excited. Seeing Sky so enthusiastic made Nava tear up. He asked Sky to kiss him as if it were their last day together. Because nothing lasts forever, everyone eventually parts ways. Sky kissed him. Seeing Nava cry, he asked why. Nava said he was just happy to be with Sky. Sky wiped his tears. Nabnung called Siloam, saying he would arrive soon. They planned to go fishing that day. As Nabnung was about to leave, his mother was already standing at the door. Siloam was shocked when someone called his name. When he turned, it was his stepfather. Past trauma flashed vividly. Siloam was terrified. His stepfather said Siloam looked sweeter now, and asked if he missed him. When he tried to hug him, Siloam kicked him and ran away. Nabnung's mother said she regretted not raising her child. Back then, she wasn't ready to be a mother. So she entrusted Nabnung to Mrs. Palin when they worked as nurses. She later started a new life in Bangkok. Could Nabnung forgive her? Nabnung said he was never angry. He understood. Everyone had their own reasons. Seeing how mature her child had become, she cried, held his hand, and thanked him. But besides apologizing, she needed his help. At the hospital, a doctor explained that Dindin's grandmother had Meniere's disease. It wasn't serious, but she needed to avoid stress and get plenty of rest. The doctor suggested she stay one more night for observation. If everything looked fine, she could go home the next afternoon. Dindin understood. After the doctor left, Tawan asked if he felt better. Dindin said yes, and apologized for calling him the night before. He didn't know who else to call. Tawan understood. Dindin asked if Tawan was free the next day. If so, he wanted him to look after his grandmother, since he had work in the morning, and was afraid she might wake up alone and get stressed again. Tawan agreed, but wanted to know what job Dindin would be doing. He said he would handle it himself. Dindin's grandmother woke up, and he introduced Tawan to her. She thanked Tawan. Nabnung arrived at Siloam's house, continuously calling his name. He tried checking the house. James and Lemon arrived and asked if he could reach Siloam. Nabnung said he couldn't at all. He had been knocking, but there was no response. James suggested breaking in or calling the police, but Lemon said to wait. James then remembered the spare key usually kept in a plant pot. He found it, and the three of them entered to search for Siloam. James and Lemon checked the backyard, while Nabnung went to Siloam's room. Siloam was hiding in the closet, terrified. His childhood trauma replayed clearly. He cried out for his mother. Hearing him, Nabnung realized he was inside the closet. He tried calling him, but Siloam kept remembering his stepfather's actions. Nabnung didn't give up. He tried to calm Siloam, and Siloam followed his instructions. Realizing it was Nabnung and that he was safe, Siloam opened the closet and saw him. Nabnung took off his shirt and offered it to him. Siloam accepted his help, and stepped out of the closet. Meanwhile at the hospital, Dindin's grandmother woke up and asked Tawan for help to go to the bathroom. And Tawan helped her. At the club, Dindin was singing as usual. Nearby, Nava was drinking heavily. Sky came and approached him. Nava asked how he knew he was there. Sky said Dindin told him. Sky invited him to go home. But as they were about to leave, Nava suddenly felt pain in his stomach. That was the explanation of episode 5 of Love Like a Bike. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe. See you again in the next episode.